Protoss, that's fucking great.
Yes.
If it was him, Protoss, and me, Zerg, then I'd be like, okay, well, yeah, but no, this is no.
Does he doesn't do the thing when he's on this account of telling you what race he is?
Yeah, he does. I think
okay.
he was tired tonight. Yeah, he played a bunch of, yeah, it's funny, I'm like, thank you, I'm Protoss. And, and he comes over and scouts me later, I think with the Lings. He's like, oh, I thought he was Terran. And I'm like, no, I said I was no, fuck, whatever. But, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, this is definitely not a super duper serious game. Yeah, I kind of wanted to win, but yeah.
But not at the cost of cheesing and wasting his time.
No, I wanted to cheese him, but I didn't want to proxy forge, pylon, Stargate, sell it, mass void, tempest, everything. Like I wasn't gonna go ham, but I wanted to have some fun. and yeah.
Good job, Winter, on not giving your overlords a conniption fit for doing
conniption diption.
Extractor cancels and making the overlord panic.
Yeah.
No problems on the back. No problems on the back.
So, yes, I'm like, well, Winter's gonna have a shit ton of overlords out on the map. Let's see if maybe I can not get scouted. I think it does get scouted eventually, actually, but I think I'm okay.
Yeah, you're not gonna do what that one guy did, where you do it all the way up here.
You know, I was mind gaming myself with where his overlords would be, because sometimes they send it down here because this is where you would do proxies, and sometimes they don't because this is the standard way. So it's like, well, this is where you might proxy, but because people know that, then this is where they might proxy. So where do they put the overlord?
So mind games. Well, and that's why I patrol, even though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if statistically you have a higher chance of seeing something if you hold still than if you move. But
I would probably go with you have a higher chance if you move.
Yeah, so that's what I would do with patrols. So, especially after watching a lot of these games, you can see the 2 points and you get 2 overlords crisscrossed, so they'll jump. That's a wall, sir.
Yeah, that's not a hold position wall. There, now it's all positional.
There you go. You lings shall not pass.
Yeah.
So he has not scouted your super happy fun time, although he's making a beeline directly for it.
Yeah, I know. He got pretty close a couple of times.
No, he's looking for it. I think he knows it's out there. Where are you?
I built the gateway just so I could do some proxy adepts. I probably should have done 4 gate instead of 3, though. I don't think 3 is a thing. Because, yeah, you'll see I don't have enough adepts out to deal with this shit. If I had gone for 4 and or 8, going for 2 groups, that probably would have been much more viable. And you can see I have the money for it, so...
Yes. Going for the 1 attack. Speed baby.
So I went for the double oracle, and I'm like, oh shit. Well, time to go, guys.
Well, opening Phoenix, I'm not gonna say waste of time, but it definitely takes time.
Yeah, and I wouldn't do proxy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah blah, 6, blah 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 blah. 13, 14,
like the purple and the
15.
gold. That's very, very Washington Huskies.
Yeah.
Shoot, I didn't see him put down the spore.
Yeah, Okay, so basically, it was funny because I'm like, oh, damn it, I freaking scouted him, he didn't have a spore. And immediately has a spore. I go for the voids, by the way. When he scouted it, he's like, oh, spore, spore, spore. And I'm like, oh my gosh, because I've already watched the replay.
Okay.
I watched the replay from his point of view, guys. I'm not a stream backpacker.
Yes.
Void greater than sign queen.
Yo. Explode. The other thing, good job nuking the queen during the transition. It's one of the most crippling, irritating things you can do.
Yeah, so I go for drones here because I kind of just figured that another queen would pop at some point, or something would come over here and kill me, so I didn't think I'd get it. I only got one drone with the void though, so rip. He stayed alive. Oh gosh. So there's the Banes.
Nice.
I didn't even see like what happened there, and I had to actually come back here just to be like, what was that sound? Because I heard it, but I didn't see it. And yes, he doesn't talk during games, but on stream he's like, yeah, me too. I forgot to micro my macro. Yeah, when I said that, I looked over here, and I attempted to continue producing probes, even still, I'm not doing so. So yes, rip. Whereas he has been making drones this whole time, and I have killed 21 workers of his. He is still at 61 drones to my 35.
Yeah. That's very much the way Psy played also. When he played Zerg.
Yeah, and it's a very good thing to do. As they say, when you are ahead, get further ahead. And usually that means out mining them, expanding them, all that stuff. I go Overlord hunting with the Void because fuck Phoenix. I stopped making the Voids at this point because I wanted the High Templar for the Storms and or the Archons. Either way, it doesn't really matter. I'm surprised he didn't want to kill this. I mean, I kind of assume he's just like, oh, well, you know,
he's
gonna
probably
make units and walk across the map. No, he's gonna go mass Hydra and he's gonna walk across the map. He's gonna kill me.
Right, well, that's what I mean. He probably figured you were tech switching, so he's like, yeah, I don't need to go attack that.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. There's a warp gate there. I was just like, well, I mean, I guess if he leaves it, then I'm just gonna use it as a warping spot. So yeah, charge slide, immortal storm, blah blah blah. And my depths, yeah, my depths have the upgrade, and charge finished. So I got the charge upgrade and the adept upgrade, so that's great. I probably.
Oh my gosh, that is so many freaking headers.
Yeah. I probably could have just stayed with like only adepts and then got charged later or something, but
Yeah,
I think I did
hard
not.
counter hydras?
It's a numbers game.
Okay. Maybe it's roaches I was thinking about.
No, adepts definitely do not counter roaches.
Maybe it's is immortals the hard counter?
Hydras?
Hydras?
I think adepts counter hydras. It's not really like the hardest of counters though. I think storm would be a hard counter to hydras. But the problem with that is it's a caster, so it's only as good as you are with it.
Yes.
So I did not realize the severity of the situation, so...
Yeah, because you only saw like 6 or 7 come to shoo you away.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could
kinda...
make this many freaking hydras.
Yeah.
I need a macro.
Well, Yeah, droning, just getting really good at being like, drone, 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 la la la, drone, drone, drone.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not nearly as easy as that. Winter is a very experienced player and all, but still, that is the,
Yay! Basis.
oh gosh, so bad unit control for me here. I got good storms, decent storms, but I think I got, yeah, I got one
man,
or
the
two
Archons
charges
got
off.
vaporized.
Everything gets vaporized. So I killed definitely something, but
Yeah, you probably got like half of them. I mean,
yeah, but I need more storms. I need more gates. Right now I'm only on 6 gates, whereas I should be on 8 at least, and I should be going up to 10 because I was getting a 4th base.
nah. Now,
Oh,
can you
gosh.
storm on top of stasis wards? It doesn't make them
No.
invulnerable.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. If you
It just
click
says
over,
immobile.
Game paused.
it says this unit cannot move, attack, or be damaged.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
I know.
But still, it lets
So-
your units pick off a much larger army.
Yeah,
What
and
about,
yes,
can you like
this is
recast it? Like as they're sitting there?
Game paused.
yeah, if you have the Oracle, then you can cast another one. The problem is when you cast it, it's visible. When it finishes, it's invisible.
But if they're all stunned.
Well, yes, if 100% of them are all stunned, but yeah, some of them weren't there. And I mean, technically, their aggro isn't anything at all. Like literally, it's it's no aggro, unless it's the only thing there. But yeah, if there's attacking units, then it won't aggro that. But yeah, my Oracle died, so rip.
Okay. I'll have to play with chain stasis.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I mean, I'm not super into the whole Stargate play for the early game. I've been much more into the Twilight Robo recently, and I haven't really showed this today because we only wanted to watch a couple. But my Protoss plan recently has been 2 gates, Twilight, Robo, Dark Shrine, send a warp prism across the map, warp in 2 DT at a time, and then take a 3rd base, and then go up to 6 gates. And that's kind of been my my safe Protoss 1v1 build. Well, not safe, but it's just my standard Protoss build. And that kind of works against all races in all matchups, as Protoss, of course, I mean. But it gets shut down a lot more if the enemy is Protoss or Zerg, because Zerg with their overlords and spores, and Protoss with their cannons and observers, and opening DT is a little bit risky because usually most of them open Robo, but or DT themselves, and then you get into a DT war. It's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and they just stare at each other, scowling.
Yeah, so usually right when the warp prism finishes, or even a little before, try to make one forge GG, just to make sure I have the photon cannons.
The necessary
Static defense.
Committee.
Yeah, which, by the way, I should have been cannon rushing this, and probably even this, but I didn't have that for very long, so... But definitely the 3rd, there should have been at least 4 cannons there. But, you know, it was literally like 2 in the morning.
Yes. But still really, really good game.
Yeah.
There's not a lot
Yeah.
aggressively you can do against this, so you were on the right path. It's just micro to macro, like you're saying. You know, just a couple more storms would have.
Yeah, I don't know, and It's definitely not something that you just get with the constantly producing probes, SCVs, drones, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like the hardest thing ever, but it becomes a lot easier for someone after they've done it for a really long time. So,
Oh yeah.
but once you get that, then there you go.
Well, and
So
with Zerg, it's kind of the same way. Like, if you make roaches, don't forget every like third roach, you just make an overlord. Just make it muscle memory. Or if you're droning up, make a couple roaches and a drone. And a couple roaches, overlord.
Yeah.
A couple roaches, a couple drones, a couple roaches. You just work it,
and then
work it in.
and if you're Terran, then when your guy who's finishing a supply depot,
Yeah,
when he's done, make him build another supply depot.
exactly. Which is what I do. I have an SCV that's just chain making supply depots the entire game.
Yeah. And for Protoss, it's a little bit more complicated, but usually I would say right when you're done warping in guys, then just build one.
Yeah.
Or before you want to warp in, but you'd have to have a lot more foresight for being like, I'm going to warp in right now, so I need to build a pilot. So, but you kind of get that foresight if you have like a warp prism on the way to their base, and you'd be like, okay, I gotta start. But otherwise, sometimes you're just like, shoot, I gotta warp in. I'll grab and spot. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Game
And
resumed.
then the end game banter. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm not gonna kill that. Damn Hydras. JK, GG.
Yeah.
Which he said on his chat, he's like, oh man, these Hydras are so... all I need is Hydras, just, I need to make a forum post, these things are...
No, don't do it,
But
because they'll believe
I
you.
know, I know, he doesn't post too much on the forums. But it's funny, on his channel, one of the things that I very much like to do is a exclamation point quote in the chat, and out of like 1,000 or more quotes that he has on just
Holy cow.
there, yeah, it just pulls like a random one, and they're all from his channel. It's either something that he said, something that someone else has said that they thought was funny and made a quote, or something that he heard and he made a quote. And one of them was, one of them was, he was saying, me as a random player, I get to say that every race is OP. So there you go. What's the rest of your guys' excuse or something like that?
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, hell yeah.
That's how I was in Warcraft 3, because I played random.
Yeah.
Cool, well
So-
GG on this one, definitely.
Oh yeah. So that was fun. He's